And we are back with the Escalade build. As you can see, the body is not on it, neither is the cage. You guys are gonna have to wait for that. It looks really good. Yeah. So what we're gonna be doing is mounting our transmission and all of our electronics and all that stuff to try and get this thing driving. On the basis of electronics, I thought I would throw you all for a loop because, as you know, I run Spectrum in all my stuff. And everybody has their own opinions, which is perfectly fine. But to throw you guys for a loop, I went with the Hobby Wing. It's still a 2-in-1. It says that it's waterproof. I'll be the test of that. So we'll see how this one does as compared to the other ones. Got the transmission in there. Yes, it's crooked. No, don't care. We're just gonna run with it. We'll go from there. So now I'm gonna hook up steering servo and then start wiring this mess because got a lot of wires to do. Okay, that's all wired up. Looks like a big old mess. We'll clean it up after I get everything working. Like, need to get all the servos centered. These ones are already centered for the suspension, but shifter needs to be centered, steering needs to be centered, so we'll get on that. Okay, moment of truth. Let's plug it in and see if it catches on fire. It's not on fire, so did something right. And power on. Oh wait, gotta bind it. Well, it's all on and it's not on fire, so I'll take that. Okay, it's all right, it's binded, if that's a word, to the controller. So now I just gotta set everything up and see what works and what doesn't. Okay, so we have forward, reverse, turning. Still have to adjust everything. All the turning. Second gear, so that way we can go super fast. And the suspension. Now we just have to tidy everything up and then you get to see the body on it. So you join me the next day. As you can see by the lack of vehicles over here, I took them out and we had some fun, to say the very least. Let's take a look at the damage, including myself. This is the 4-wheel steer Jeep. Now it is the 5-wheel steer Jeep. Broke the knuckle, so that'll need a new axle. That was taken apart by me to fix that one. But this one, if you can see it, the drive shaft came apart. I put the wrong drive shaft in it, so that's all on me. This one is actually okay. This one took some more body damage. Quite a bit more, as you can see. So, and since there are certain people also out there that think that a throttle is an on-off switch, this one broke the front drive shaft, so we need a new one of those. Oh, and the tires, I don't know if you can see it very well. No way. Tires also got water in them, so the foams are destroyed, so we will need new tires. Obviously, I did not do a very good job sealing them. This one caused this, but because of me, I don't know if you can see, there we go, that all happened. That was because I had to throw it. Long story short, what happened, this finger is in here, I was picking it up, I was having issues with one of my controllers, which put it in reverse when I didn't ask it to. So my finger was inside here, it started going in reverse, took part of my finger with it. Well, it left it there, took a good chunk out of my finger. As you can see, we were doing some water stuff, so I'll have to clean that. That one got destroyed because of me, not because of it. Now, the lesson here that I learned is if you're having issues with your controller automatically putting your RC into reverse, just stop. Don't keep going. If you're having issues with any of them, just stop, go back, fix it. I am fortunate enough to have so many, including all of those ones. Do still have 3 over here that will hopefully still work. But in the long run, don't just keep playing with them. Take them back and fix them. You don't want to go for an expensive hospital visit after having to fix all of these. So that being said, let's get back on the Cadillac. So we'll get back on this as gently as I can. Need to clean up all of this mess, obviously. Once we clean this up, then you guys will get to see the body. That I am very excited about. So clean it up now that we know that it all works. Add the few other fun surprises that I have for this thing. Clean up my workbench, obviously. Put a glove on, keep that nice and clean, and just keep going. Okay, the moment we've all been waiting for, the body. Obviously it's not fully mounted on, but there you go. That's right, chrome spray paint, purple body, and yes, a very large light bar, because why not? Let me get this mounted on here correctly. Okay. Now it's mounted on there. Full exo cage. And that chrome spray paint sure did come out good. And there's our ladder, because why not? Let's plug it in, see what it looks like doing its thing. So cool. And as you can see, we have not very well held in LED lights, and they are purple. I don't know if that comes up on camera, but we'll show it in the dark. And yes, battery. Still have to make a little battery tray for it, but I just wanted to see what it looked like. Very nice. Okay, made a quick and dirty battery tray. Hold the battery on with Velcro. Kept it up to the front because, yeah, it's going to be the ultimate crawler. And for anybody who wants to say, battery's really high, the thing has really high center of gravity, no kidding. This thing's just for fun. And yes, I will be taking this all back apart, even though I wired it all. I'm going to take it all back apart, paint, battery tray, all of that stuff. Nothing's mounted down permanently. I just want to, I'm just trying to get it to go up the staircase, because that is the test for every vehicle on this channel. Okay, I did discover something practical, believe it or not, about the adjustable suspension. So let's climb up the Jeep. So the further we climb up the Jeep, that back tire happens. Back tire comes off the ground. But if we adjust the suspension, now it's back on the ground. Mostly. Just thought I would try to find some way to justify what I'm doing here. So this thing may perform a little bit better than I thought it would. It's still going to be top heavy, but take a look at this right here. To the bottom of that tire, about 8 inches. Let's call it safe at 8, even though it's fallen through the cage, but I would have to say that's pretty successful. And it looks good while doing it. Oh, it's very top heavy. Let me just fix that. Now it's not so top heavy. Can it crawl across the whole side of the Jeep without falling over? I'm doubting it, but like I'm doing anything else. And the battery died. I don't know how well it's coming across on camera. A little bright. The little light's pretty bright. But got all our purple underglow under there to match the body. Now, do we need a little bit more height? Now you can see more of the lights all the way along the frame. Did that just because it was too funny not to, so. But I think it's pretty good. That's just too funny. Well, I'd say that thing's pretty well done. Still have to take the whole thing apart, put locking nuts on everything, Loctite where it needs to go. I need to completely disassemble the axles and grease them up, Loctite those. But drive shafts aren't binding, which is genuinely surprising, honestly. But we got this thing mostly figured out. I'm sure there's going to be some bugs, but how can you go wrong with something like this? It's just too funny. Very happy with how it turned out. That chrome roll cage just sets this thing off perfectly. Here it is from the back, top of it, got the light going there. I did the light because, well, why not? Now the bars on the front make a little bit more sense now that the stickers are all on. Try to get them in line in between the grille and the headlights. I have to say, that is one mean looking Escalade. So from Waffles RC, just want to say thank you all very much. I really do appreciate everything. All the nice comments. You guys are so awesome. This thing, we're going to take it out. Hopefully not have it wind up in that collection of broken vehicles. It will, most likely. But just want to say Happy New Year to everybody. Hope you have a great and safe night. And remember, when you go out, from lessons learned, bring yourself a first aid kit, keep it in a backpack, whatever. First aid kit, drink lots of water, eat if you need to. Don't touch your RC if it's having issues. Or at least don't grab it by the wheel or the axle or anything that moves. Grab it by the body, turn it off. Be smarter than me. We all have to learn our lessons somehow. So, hope you guys have a great New Year, and we'll see you on the next video when we take this thing out. Or the next video will probably be a repair series of all the carnage I did to these things. That will be easy to fix. That one, not so much. That one's fine. We'll get those sanded up and painted. This one's body got all messed up when I had to throw it. So that was my fault. The truck still works just fine. It was the controller. get this thing all tore apart, fix it up, or not fix it, we'll get it taken apart, make sure everything's good on it, and we'll get it out there and see how it does in the real world, not just on my steps, but it passed the step test. Have a good one. We'll see you on the next one.